Cobes, sit, sit, sit. Say hello. Say hello. You see him? He's my beautiful boy. And you come in and you do the readings with me, don't you? He loves doing the readings. And it's not the same when he's preoccupied somewhere else, is it? You're going to say hello? Say hello to everybody. Yes? Say hello. Big, big hello. That's the way. You stay there. You can sit with me while we do our readings. Yeah. Oh, he's a gorgeous boy. He's great company. He's got something to say. Have you got something to say? Welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Hello, Gemini. Welcome. Focus now for you, Gemini. What messages are there for Gemini for May 2020? I invite Great Spirit, angels and guides to join me in this reading for Gemini. What messages do you have for Geminis for their highest good and the good of all concerned? Okay. Alright, and I might actually start for you, Gemini, with asking what your guardian angel is this month that you can turn to and get comfort from. Ask for help if you're needing a sign, or you may be needing some divine intervention. Invite your angels to come and help you. Oh, there we are. What have we got? Angel of Remembrance. Remembering loved ones. Reflection, I feel, is important for you here through May, Gemini. Remember the good times. Remember how you've gotten through so much with little help from your friends and loved ones. Okay, so influencing your area of how you present yourself, your persona and your aura is coming through here with gentleness and kindness with that King of Cups. Being able to tap in deeply to your emotions, your feelings. Water sign is significant for you. Cancerian, Scorpions, Piscean energy, are water sign energies. Okay, so there's a bit of curiosity being presented here for you this month. Having a curious mind, Gemini. That will keep you entertained. Working out some kind of puzzle or mystery. Digging deep. You are an independent thinker. and you constantly are seeking information about the world around you, and really enjoy having those conversations. I'm hearing for you that you may rediscover your love for literature. I'm being shown books, magazines, anything to do with acquiring knowledge and learning how to communicate better. Now, you've also got the Venus in retrograde here on the 13th of May, influencing this area as well. Because Venus is in Gemini, which is always nice for Geminis. And especially this month, because the second half of the month, of course, Gemini, it's a happy birthday to you, Gemini. So now, with it being retrograde here in the first house until June the 15th, it is corresponding to how the world sees you. Now, there could be a little bit of intensity that is involving your own emotions about your place in the world and where you're going to from here. So there could be a bit of revisiting, adjusting and cultivating self-love and believing in your own abilities. But Venus, being the planet of love and beauty, is going to reinforce in you your strong ability to be calm and harmonious, and use some of that Gemini curiosity and the ability to be a little bit flirtatious and exchange ideas within a relationship, coming from an intellectual perspective. The only feeling that I'm getting is not to wallow in the I'm bored energy too much. That doesn't do Geminis any justice at all. So yeah, again, they're showing me that renewed interest in books and reading and allowing yourself to take the time to do that. The perseverance in that can lead you to feeling that you've really accomplished quite a lot, Gemini. Food for the brain, I'm hearing. Alright, now the second house is being influenced by the Ace of Cups, so fresh beginnings or fresh emotions, new pathways being shown to you emotionally, and that it's okay to be emotional. You don't always have to come from that intellectual mind. Letting someone know how much they mean to you. the Ace of Cups is influencing the area of your resources, physical possessions and money. So there's new life being bred into that as well. It's not unlikely that you'll accumulate possessions. So I do feel that there's gaining something that you find important that's going to bring some extra security into your life. Now, the Page of Swords is often about gossip in the communication house, so be careful of what you actually listen to. Make sure it's got some substance to it, not just random gossip. That's one of the main messages there from the Page of Swords. There is a need here again being shown too with that Page of Swords, that there's that need for knowledge. Your mental energy is really running at a high here through May. Now I feel that she's actually focusing on the home, because in the home and family, with the Five of Cups there's a feeling of something being lost or not up to your expectations. But I feel with the Cups being here in the first and second house, to remember to not come from a place of just intellectual thinking, but trust your emotional thinking as well. Trust your feelings, your gut instincts with it, because it may not be what it actually appears. Now this is your home or your family, and it could be something from your childhood as well that needs to be looked at and released in order to grow. So make sure you get the facts right. Don't just take it for like one person's opinion on things. Get all the information. But all is not lost, even though you may feel that, you know, like you just want to give up or forget about it. The Five of Cups is there's still promise, there's still something even better to come. You know, there's a saying that, you know, not getting exactly what you want is often a stroke of very good luck. That's what I'm hearing with this, to do with home and family. Because ultimately you're wanting peace and harmony. So be that within yourself, and then others will follow. Now you have the Star of Hope here in the area of fun and joy, where you find your joy. So the star is a very Aquarian energy. So that may be signifying an Aquarian in your life and influencing the area of fun and joy. It's about receiving the love and your long-term projects that you love, your hobbies, that kind of thing, where you have your fun. So this is letting you know that you are going to receive what you hope for. You are going to be able to pursue what you're hoping to pursue. And you also do want to share your creative pursuits and your fun and you know you're wanting to share that also with a partner. You want that harmony between you and your loved one. And for those of you with children, you're wanting that harmony between you and your children to bring the equilibrium in and the fun in. Because Geminis, you can be probably some of the most fun people that there are. So being stuck at home and not being able to really have your usual fun is really coming through here with that Five of Cups. But out of that you get creative and you can create a new kind of way of having fun. And your significant other as well as your children will really be enjoying that side of things. The Two of Wands here influencing the working area, your day-to-day routines, your well-being. So also starting to really take care of yourself a lot better. Having the time to implement some of the ideas that you've had about how you want to do that, putting them into action. So there could be the beginning of a new physical regime taking place here for you through May. The full moon is here in this sixth house for you, Gemini, on the 7th of May in Scorpio. So that may be the time where you really find, you know, bursting onto the scene is this new improved physical health regime that you want to really get moving. Or you may also find that you're more intensely involved in your working life and really ready to get hands on with it. Biting at the bit, I'm hearing. So that's nice. Oh, it's good for you. Now, the 7th house is being influenced by the Chariot, partnerships. Two directions. There's a fork in the road. You have to decide, make a decision. But there's success. So there's no real wrong decision. You just have to make the decision. Once the decision is made, the doing becomes effortless. Success and triumph in partnerships there for you, Gemini. Now, one of the gears that is shifting here cosmically is the nodes of the moon, and the south node is in the 7th house, moving into Sagittarius. So this is a situation that you are actually shedding some of your old habits and finding the balance between your self-assertiveness and giving to others. So your quest is to learn to see life from the other people's point of view. Even though there is a tendency here to be restless and a bit scattered, abilities and ideas of ways to help other people in your life. So I do feel that you're going to be helpful to your partners, whether it's business partners or marriage partners. People are really going to appreciate the help that you can give them, whether it's practical help or information. And the Midas touch with the King of Pentacles there in shared resources, other people's money, business and enterprise. So there's a way for you to increase your resources, and you've got also the Ace of Cups down here in the how you earn your money. So I feel if you're looking for new work or looking for a new job, all the areas that indicate improvement in that area are being shown as doors opening for you, and then being in a position where you really are building up some substantial wealth, and others are wanting to assist you with that, whether it be through taxes, government assistance, banks, or it could even be the institution that you work for. Now, with Jupiter transiting here, it is also an indication of a new cycle opening up. So there's definitely new beginnings. So if you've been put on the back burner in your working life or financially in recent times, this is saying that that part of the cycle is coming to an end, and from May onwards the new way is opening up for you. And it's also a new way of you understanding your own spiritual and religious philosophies. You may even meet new teachers, join new groups, start new activities. And Jupiter will be going retrograde on the 14th of May in Capricorn, and will be retrograde until the 13th of September. So you really be quite good at handling any conflicts, using your good nature and charm to prevent any misunderstandings. So that particular part of your communication skills is really going to come in handy. Okay. And Pluto is also there in this 8th house area, being in retrograde motion, giving you the time to work on yourself and breaking out of that old cycle that is coming to an end, which will bring positive change. And I really feel, especially financially, there's a real feeling of abundance being shown there and prosperity. Okay? So Jupiter and Pluto together are going to be giving you a big push forward. So even though you may have to rethink what path you've been on and maybe jump over onto, you know, like do a what do they call it, a quantum jump, you still will carefully analyse things before you take the plunge. And you may have to make some corrections, but ultimately it really is freeing you up. So it could even be a job that allows you more freedom. And I'm feeling that because I'm seeing the sun up there in your career area. Now, 9th house with the 8 of Cups is again about rethinking the way you live, readjusting that. Again, letting go of what's been holding you back. And know that in the letting go, you're actually gaining. You're not losing anything. Your cups are all still full. You just think you're going to lose something out of it, but you're not. You're really going to gain. There in that area of long distance travel, higher education, you have that drive. There's a drive there that really is propelling you forward, and you're really keen to, you know, seek some new adventure and explore the higher meaning to life. And Saturn is retrograde there as well on the 10th of May, up here in the area of well, it is an area of speculation. And there is some sort of speculation going on with this 8th of Cups being there, influencing that. But again, I'm feeling you're not losing anything. It just feels that way initially. So even though with this retrograde energy, it may feel like things get a bit out of control, know that it's there to sort of shake things up a bit. Because that Saturn retrograde in Aquarius isn't completely unpleasant. Alright? It's helping you to harmonise and helping you to really get a few of your favourite things. So, you know, that Gemini energy can be changeable. So this is a situation here, I'm hearing that, you know, do be flexible. Because you've got the sun here in your career, in the zenith of your wheel. So ultimately, the sun is representing great happiness. Lots of fun. The sun is a fun energy. and it's a leadership energy as well. So even though in the working life you may start off at, little by little and chip awaying at it, this is letting you know that you've got potential to end up being a leader in your field. And it also is showing that, children in your life will be under very beneficial influences because of this success. Now here with the Nine of Swords, pardon me, it is a card that is speaking to me of worrying over your worrying. So you're worrying about things and how, how this and when that and what ifs and that kind of thing, because the Nine of Swords is really about worry, where we can do ourselves, we can do our head in by worrying about things. And there's no real use in worrying about what may or may not happen. Okay? So this is letting you know to really, that's an area that you need to focus on for yourself so that you don't overthink things. That's where you can come undone. And it's also, for me, this Nine of Swords is also about difficulties with technology. So there that could really, get on your goat. But if you do have issues with technology, just turn it off and walk away from it. And go back to it at some other stage. So give yourself a break from having to concentrate on it, because you'll give yourself a literal headache, is what this is saying. So yeah, and the other thing is to try to not anticipate too much the what ifs, and come back to self and focus on the what is now. And because I just really feel that sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. You overthink, or you're listening to gossip that isn't actually correct. All right? There is a sense with that Nine of Swords that you are feeling that lack of freedom. Just hang in there, because the freedom is coming. I mean, we've all sort of had to really adjust with that, but Gemini really does like to be able to do things spontaneously and when it really suits them. What's this message? Animals. So find some calmness and comfort within your animals. Animals heal, comfort and relax you. So you're needing some relaxation for sure. Well, especially mental relaxation. Maybe your sleep pattern has been a bit disrupted as well. And yeah, watch what the animals do and get some calmness from nature. Now, what message does the divine direction have for Geminis? Flow. You need to be flexible in your life and allow yourself to go with the flow. Okay, so this could be a situation where you're not just allowing yourself to go with the flow. Maybe you're trying to influence something too much, get things going your way, or you're encountering people that are in your friendship group or social group that are a reflection of that kind of energy. And to save yourself from anguish, maybe you might just have to go with the flow. But you do what's right for you, Gemini. Okay? Alright. Then, here you have the Judgment card. So, you are going to shine. And your judgment is right. You can trust your instincts. That Ace of Cups was letting you know that. And so was the King of Cups being presented there. You trust your instincts. Don't listen to this gossip. Or you can listen to it, but don't blindly go with it. Make sure you get your facts first. And this is saying to trust your intuition. Now, there is a new moon in Gemini on the 23rd of May. Okay, so that's a really good time to set your intentions. Okay? Put it out there of where you want the month ahead to unfold with that new moon in Gemini. Because this Judgment card is also letting you know that you could be experiencing intuitive flashes, even finding that you're probing your psyche, your own psyche, and trusting that part of yourself a bit more, that sixth sense being that little bit stronger in you. And it's letting you know that you do have the ability to harness that universal energy and use it to your advantage. Okay, so let's pick that up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so confirmation card for Gemini. What message? Confirmation of this reading from the animal medicine cards. What is Gemini's message? Thank you. Eight of Spring. Bee medicine. So you have been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. Okay, so you've got that also is relating to that. That's what's causing you some of this anxiety, is so many options. But out of them, you're going to be feeling that you're sitting in a really good position, and you will ultimately work in a situation where you're the leader or supervisor, or you're steering it. and you're getting recognition for that. So all that hard work in September, I feel, is really going to pay off for you. So thank you so much, Gemini, for joining me. Sending you my love and many blessings. Until next time, namaste.